Hello students, we are going to look at rewriting equations and formulas. What that means is we're given an equation with more than one variable in it. And this one is already solved for f, but I want to see if you can solve it for c. So this is the formula, if you remember from science, this is the formula to find Fahrenheit if you know Celsius. Well, I want to solve for c. So what I'm going to do is isolate my new variable, which is c, which means something else is going to happen to f. So the first thing that I'm going to do in trying to get c by itself is PEMDAS backwards, which would be SADMAP, so I've got to add or subtract. So I need to subtract 32 from both sides. So I'm going to move the positive 32 to the other side and give f minus 32 equals 9/5 c. Now, we also learned that when I'm trying to get c by itself and I've got a fraction, I would multiply by the reciprocal. So I need to multiply both sides by 5/9. So I'm going to rewrite that as 5/9. And since I'm doing the whole side, I have to put this in parentheses equals 5/9 times 9/5 c. Now this cancels, that cancels, that cancels, and I'm left with c equals 5/9 f minus 32. Now since I don't know what f is, I can just stop there because I've solved for c, and I've gotten c by itself. So what we're going to be doing in this practice is looking at equations that have more than one variable and solve for any variable that we give you. The next example we're going to do tells us to solve for x. So if I'm given the equation 12 equals 9x plus 3y, I need to get x all by itself. Well, the first thing I'm going to have to do is move the 3y to the other side. And I know now it's positive, so when I move it to the other side, it's going to become negative. So that'll be 12 minus 3y equals 9x. And again, I need to get x by itself, so I have to divide both sides by 9. So I'm dividing this entire side by 9. And now, these two cancel, so I'm left with x, and I've got 12 minus 3y over 9. So I kind of do a reverse distributive property where I distribute that 9 divisor to both, so it's 12 over 9 minus 3 over 9y. And now I simplify my fractions. 12 over 9, I'm going to keep it as an improper fraction, but simplify it, so that becomes 4/3, because 3 goes into 12 4 times, 3 goes into 9 3 times, and then I simplified 3/9 minus 1/3 y equals x. Okay, students, for your assignment right now, what I'd like for you to do is to look at this equation, 18x minus 2y equals 26, and I want you to solve it for x. Isolate x, and then send it to me as a post on Edmodo. Send it to me and or Mr. Chiser, what you get when you solve for x.